Hey guys, how's it going? My name is always, and welcome back to Stoneblock. In the last episode, we were working with, mystical agriculture a little bit. We'll get to that in a second. We have a lot of things to do, but I have been working with chickens pretty heavily, and I've gotten a lot more. So we're missing emerald, we're missing a bunch of tinkers type stuff. Um, yeah, we're missing still a lot of the metals and that kind of stuff, but we have a lot of 10-10-10 chickens, and I'm just kind of showing off what all we have. There's still a lot to do. A lot of them require things like, blaze rod, and then we needed a lot for the a lot from diamonds. So it's a lot of work still to do, but I'm gonna continue working on that off camera. I just kind of wanted to show a little bit of an update. One of the nice ones we got is diamonds, which is kind of cool. Was there anything else that I really like? That I got that I really liked? We got solarium and energetic alloy. Energetic alloy is actually really nice. Steel and lumium. Just some of the things that are a little bit more annoying to make. Glass. We get infinite glass basically, and everything is going through here. This thing is slow, but eventually it catches up. And occasionally I get combinations. So I have a magma cream chicken. I haven't tried to get magma cream chickens. It just happens naturally because slime and blaze rods are right next to each other. So there's a lot to do still, but we have more work to do with, mystical agriculture. And one of the big things here is, we need to just make more seeds. So I brought up some stuff, and namely I brought up our storage of all of the different things. We're going to take all of these real quick, and I just want to make this on camera. So 20 tier 2 mob chunks, 40 intermedium, and that gets us 20 tier 3. And then we can, for the most part, get all of that stuff done. So I've kind of laid out everything I need. And we're going to do a bunch of these seeds right away. So you can see kind of all the stuff here. There are some seeds that we can't make quite yet. And a lot of the stuff I've gotten from various things. So like prismarine. I'm getting that a little bit from... what is giving me prismarine? I actually don't remember. I don't think... Oh, do I have a chicken that's prismarine? Is that where I'm getting... I actually don't remember how I'm getting prismarine. It might be from loot bags. I don't think so, though. So recipe. If I look at the recipe, yeah, there's loot bags. So I get them from common loot bags. So I've gotten quite a few. I can also get them from chickens. But I don't think I have that one yet. So yeah, there's a lot of different ways to get a lot of different things. But we've been getting mana steel from loot bags. We've been getting dark gems, and I went ahead and made some graphite. Graphite is really easy to make. It's just melting up some coal. So we're gonna make a bunch of things, and we're gonna try to make whatever we can from whatever, from one in each. So something that we're gonna need is saltpeter. So where is saltpeter? There. So that requires niter. And just turns out that I have a saltpeter chicken. That was one of the last ones I got. So we should have plenty of niter. We do. So we just need 4 of those. So we're going to make a bunch of seeds. And then we'll kind of go from there. So let's take... these 4 are mobs. So we're going to get those done first. And... for that, we're going to need various things. So fish and prismarine, if I rotate it correctly, gives us guardians. String and spider eyes gives us spider chunks. Gunpowder gives us creeper chunks. And bones and arrows give us skeletons. So all pretty easy. And by the way, I've gotten, just from the chickens, I've gotten a lot of mob chunks, and I've gotten a fair few Enderman chunks as well. So let's see, skeleton, creeper, spider, guardian, the first 4. So let's just go ahead and get those taken care of. Let's balance that. So there is skeleton, guardian. Can I just do something like this? I can. Creeper and spider. So skeleton, creeper, spider, guardian. So we still need rabbit, blizz, blitz, basalt, and saltpeter. Now saltpeter we can do. That would be this one, I do believe. So we'll just make that, and we have saltpeter. So we need rabbit, blizz, blitz, and basalt. So let's go ahead and take this sign down. Let's see if I can remember all of those. So rabbit, blizz, blitz, and basalt. I think it's how you spell it. And we don't need saltpeter anymore. So rabbit. Yep. Okay. Cool. I did spell it right. So there's all those. Only 4 of those left, and they're all mob things that we can't really get right now. So, for example, rabbit seeds require rabbit hides and raw rabbit. Now we can get that from ground traps, so we might try to do that today. We have a ground trap set up downstairs, so we might do that. By the way, something I kind of forgot about last episode. I said we were going to upgrade our tools, and I kind of forgot to. So let's actually get that cooking up right now. Oops. I do that more often than I like to admit. So let's go ahead and do this. So we're gonna smelt up the cobalt and the gold. Those should not interact at all, and we need to make a stone and not a stone, a hatchet and shovel head. So we'll do that. By the way, as well, got 2 nether stars in there now. That slowly produces nether stars, which is really cool. So back to the seeds. So we can't get rabbit, and then the other ones, basils, require the rods, and we can make that if we did a whole complicated thing. But eventually we will find these guys, so it might be easier just to try to get their drops. So we'll kind of wait on those. So I guess we can go ahead and plant all of these. And I can talk about what I've been doing with the planting. So, as you can see, I'm leaving room for things that, things that we need to still plant. So we have appetite there, and I'll leave however many we need. But I turned this guy on briefly and got a bunch of the essence, and I've been sorting it through stuff that we're going to be storing in drawers and things that I'm not sure if we want to store in drawers or not. So for example, zombie essence, if we get blank skulls, which are not terrible to make, we can make zombie heads, or we can just make it into rotten flesh. I don't know if we want to, which we want to do. With chickens, do we want to have raw chickens, feathers, and eggs, or do we care? This one might be a storage just because there's no need for it. Sheep, do we want the wool or just the mutton? Some of these are probably going to be stored in drawers. But I've already gone ahead and set up a bunch of things. So for example, pig essence, the only thing you can make out of it is pork chops. So that's what I have. And the filters are all set. And I've been working on kind of extending that. So, basically, we'll turn the farm on to be automatic once we have everything set up and getting the drawers and all that. I've also been AFKing a lot, so we have a ton of insanium, so we might want to do something with that today as well. But let's continue on. So let's get, I guess, wait, we have 10 slime. Okay, I remember what that one is. Let's go ahead and get 10. Let's get everything but some of the stuff that we don't want to mess with. And here is 11 more seeds. So most of these are pretty straightforward. So Sturdy Squirts. Lead, silver, graphite, dark gems, conductive iron, skystone, electrical steel, which is a nice one. Wait, don't we already have electrical steel? No, I never made electrical steel ones. Mana steel, black quartz, and tin. So, yeah, we have 10 lead silver. So 10 lead silver. And just kind of double checking my work. So 10 lead silver. Let's go ahead and plant these. And that is the first row. Next is graphite, dark gem, and graphite. Dark gem and graphite. I hope I didn't just delete two. I might have, because I held down A, and I don't know if that actually works. But we'll find out soon enough. Certus quartz, skystone, and electrical steel. So Certus quartz, skystone, electrical steel, skystone, Certus quartz, electrical steel. And that is that sign completely. So yeah, there's a couple things that we're still gonna have to make, but for the most part, we can do most of this. We also need to grab. It's in here. I put the quartz enriched iron. So we have night slime, red alloy. So that is what this is. I didn't go ahead and make either of those. So let's go ahead and go downstairs and make those, because I think we have everything else. So red alloy is actually pretty easy, and it would be easier if we wait a little bit, but we're going to go ahead and let this start making. And then we need to make night slime, and that's going to require some tinkers. So we have gold. Let's go ahead and get the hatchet and the shovel heads casted out. And then we can make new tools, and our shovel and hatchet will be a little bit better. So we also should make, let's go ahead and make the fruit bait so that we can potentially get the rabbit. So fruit bait. I've been keeping the chickens here just because I can do a lot of really cool things with that. There it is. So it is literally 2-string and any type of fruit. We have so many apples. So let's just put that in there, and that will start doing its thing. And then the hatchet, we'll go ahead and get that taken care of. And then we can start making night slime. So night slime is the big thing that we need. Night slime is made from iron, purple slime, and seared stone. So for 1 ingot, we need 2 ingots worth of seared stone and 1 ingot of iron. Not too difficult, but hopefully my math is not too terrible. And let's go fix up these tools. But yeah, so one of the big things that we're going to do today, and I know we're spending a good bit of time working on the seeds and all that kind of stuff, but I want to do those on camera. One of the big things that we're going to do today is upgrade our EnderIO stuff to whatever we can get. So we're going to need 4 iron and a bunch of seared stone. So we actually get seared stone from loot bags. So I think we're going to need 8 of these. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this works. But let's go ahead and just dump those in and see if we get some night slime. We have the redstone alloy, so we can go ahead and make that. Let's go ahead and kill these guys. I've also been deleting pretty much everything. We still have swords and stuff, but I've been deleting a lot of things just because I'm kind of tired of dealing with it. Laziness. I've got the filter set to destroy the enchanted armor items as well, and so I'm doing that mostly just because I'm tired of dealing with. Hopefully this works. So we have a bunch of purple slime. We might need even more seared ingots. But we only need 4 things. And we have a little bit of... Okay, so we are going to need 8 more seared stone. Which we could also just use... For the record, we could also just use our cobblestone. Which, by the way, I messed up last episode. With this whole system, this drawer was set to cobblestone double. It was similar to this, and so it was not making sextuple compressed cobblestone. And it currently still isn't. Oh, man. I really hate when this happens, so we need to take all that out. Because this is not accepting. There we go. I don't know why that's happening, but let's go ahead and lock these drawers. That might be helpful. So, drawer key. And yeah, so that's what was happening. It was not producing any more cobblestone because it literally couldn't. The drawers were messed up, and so that should fix things, should make things nice. And we have the night slime. We have 4 ingots, and then we have a bunch of the slime. So we'll go ahead and get the ingots out. Now what can we do with this? Purple slime. I guess we just need to add more stuff to it. So let's just throw in our cobblestone. And like, I don't know, a bunch of iron. Let's do like 16, I guess. We get a little bit in, and we can come check on that later. Something else we should probably do is top it off with some lava. Okay, so that should make seared stone. I do believe, anyways. Yeah, that'll make seared stone, and everything will be fine. All right, cool. So we have the night slime. We have our redstone alloy. So we can get those 2 seeds done. If I go grab the night slime, apparently. So there is the redstone alloy. And the night slime. 4 of those. And we'll get that taken care of. So, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so there is the night slime. Cool. So, night slime, red alloy, quartz enriched. There is the first 3. So, redstone alloy, night slime, quartz enriched we didn't have to make. And then the next 3 is conductive iron, black quartz, and mana steel. So that is literally all. So we just need to leave 4 spots for the next tier. Or for this stuff. So conductive iron, mana steel, black quartz. Black quartz, mana steel, and conductive iron. So we just need... Okay, so I did delete something. What did I delete? Blizz. Blizz seeds. So that is not a big deal. Okay, so... With that taken care of, something we can do is we can upgrade this Infernium seed. So it is a tier 3. Next is the Supremium. We need 8 of those. And we are going to need 8 of the next tier as well. And we can upgrade this to a level 5, I do believe. You know, if I'm putting the right things there. So level 4 and then level 5. So we almost have an Infernium seed up to level 6, which is going to require a little bit more stuff. And we're not going to be able to make all the seeds yet. There is some of the higher tier seeds, Dragon Egg, Awakened Draconium, and Neutronium. We're not going to be able to make, but we're making good progress. So the next ones that we're going to be doing, I will get those set up as well as I can. We just need the mob chunks, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So hopefully we can get the rabbits today. We need 8 hides, 8 meats. We have 1 meat, which is nice. Maybe we should make a ton of fruit bait and see if that works. So I'll just put that in there. Put the rest in there. Let's grab some cobblestone because I like having cobblestone on me. And cool. So let's get into the meat of today's episode. I know, 20 minutes in, I'm finally getting to the point. So what we're going to work on today is I would like to, for one, we're going to make a singular. Can I teach the system how to make chests? Of course I can. We upgraded our storage last time, so we have so much storage with like making things. So now we should be able to make a chest. And I just want to show off, these are the drawers that we're probably going to be using up here because it makes the most sense. And something else I want to kind of test, we can do something like this. And most of this is probably going to be stone, to be honest. But yeah, so that's going to be kind of what it looks like. We'll put all this stuff in there. I'll kind of organize it a little bit. And it'll be nice. So yeah. Whoa. Right. I should probably prevent that from doing that. And in order to do that, we just need to put it down with a key. But we need to take everything out ourselves and all that fun stuff. So, whoops. What's happening there is it's trying to store things, and since there's space, it just does it. And this looks like most of the stuff from our chicken farm. So that's a thing. I'll need to remember when I do this to have the drawer key on me, and more importantly, I believe we can have it in our offhand, and that will work just fine. So we'll put the storage down there. I'll make those as needed. I just kind of wanted to show that off. And let's go ahead and work towards making some really good things. So EnderIO has changed drastically since the last time I really played it. The last version I played. And there's these like new things. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our alloy smelter and we're going to upgrade it. So we need to get a normal alloy smelter, and that's going to require dark steel. We're also going to need a simple power furnace and industrial. Yeah, we're going to be making some things. So let's start with the Sag Mill and alloy smelter. So for both of these, we're going to need dark bimetal gears. And so we have the infinity bimetal, and then we're going to need some dark steel. And I can make a little bit more of this if need be. But we basically just do something like this. And we're going to need 2 of those for each. We're going to need a lot more dark steel. That is going to be an issue. Not much of an issue, I should say, but it is going to be a thing that we have to deal with. Okay, we're also going to need industrial machine chassis, which is the simple ones with this industrial die blend. So simple ones, we're going to need 2 of those. And what is this die blend that we need? Well, we don't have anything for it. So it requires quartz, organic black dye, organic green dye, and lapis dust. So let's get 2 lapis, quartz times 4, And then the organic dyes are always a pain in the butt to make. So we're going to need slime and pulverized coal. Or coal dust or something. Or, nah, let's do the slime one. Because we do have plenty of slime. And we're going to need some coal. So let's get that. How much coal do we need for one? 6. So let's grab all that we need. And we can actually start doing this, and I can pulverize things as need be. So that and the coal. So once we have all that, we're going to need some more dark steel. So I'll need to go grab that. Do we have... We have dark steel essence. Perfect. Alright, so... There we go. 28 dark steel should be more than enough to do all the things we need to do. And we can take this stuff out. Alright, so for the first one, we're going to need something like this for the first set of upgrades. So we're going to be turning these into Sag Mills and alloy smelters, kind of normal looking ones. We're going to need a little bit more for the alloy smelter, but we'll get to that in a second. For the green dye, we need 2. So cactus green, coal. So we're going to need 4 of these, and coal times 4. And I believe it was 2 slime, if I can spell slime. And let's just make sure. Yeah. That is all we need. Alright, so let's get the coal going next. And we'll have this going in just a second. So the other thing we're going to need to make, for the record, for the alloy smelter is a simple powered furnace. And so we are going to need another simple machine frame. And then for the simple powered furnace, what else do we need? I'm not sure. We're missing a furnace and 2 stone gears. Okay, stone gears are easy enough. And a furnace is also really, really simple. So we should be able to make this guy no problem. Cool. So this is not how it's going to be. Just do that. I think those are in the same position both. Yes. Okay. So once we have... There's the organic green dye. We'll have the crushed quartz in just a moment. We didn't need 2 organic black dyes, but that's fine. We'll throw all that stuff into the system. We'll make the industrial blend. And that will be, well, most of what we need to do. So we need 2 of those. And I guess I had more green than I needed. And we can do this in the induction smelter, which is probably going to be a little bit easier, a little bit faster. And let's go ahead and break both of these guys. And we have more leadstone. We do. How about conduits? We have a bunch more conduits. So we're going to probably use conduits more. Just because it's going to be easier. But there is all that. The culmination. I got some EnderIOs. Cool. So we'll put that down. Sag Mill. And we get a normal Sag Mill. And if we put these two and then those, we get the alloy smelter. Cool. So these machines are going to be better in a lot of ways. So now that we have those, we can upgrade them further. And both of them, it's pretty straightforward. We need an enhanced machine chassis, which is an in steel chassis with enhanced die, which is not what we have. We have industrial die. More stuff, more crafting. Put the EnderIOs away. All right, real quick, let's do some little bits of rearranging. Let's grab our crescent hammer. And for the time being, we're just going to move all this stuff. And we're going to break the flux point. What are you? You are a thermal fluid exchange thing. You can be placed here. You can be placed here. And we'll just put these machines up here. That will be fine. And then I guess we'll just put the flux point here. It should still remember everything. And then we'll just put this over like so. Cool. A lot nicer, a lot cleaner looking. Okay. So we need some more things. First of all, we need end steel. We also need vibrant bimetal gears, which is infinity metal. So we need vibrant alloy. We have one, but vibrant alloy is actually pretty easy to get. Ender pearls and energetic alloy, which we are getting a lot of because of chickens. So I've been spending a lot of times working with the chickens, and the main reason for that is exactly what's going on right now. As we kind of get more chickens, we get more resources that we can use to make more things. So we're gonna need 4 of those. It's the same recipe, yes. Okay, we're gonna need 4 in steel plus whatever we need for here. So 6, 10, 14. So we're gonna need like 20 in steel. Let's just go for 20. And to get this stuff, we need to alloy smelt, dark steel, endstone, and obsidian. So let's just get 20. Endstone, and then obsidian, which we should have more than enough. So let's get the alloy smelter placed back down. We'll pick that up soon enough. So it needs a capacitor work. These will not work unless they have some sort of a capacitor. The problem is I don't have any capacitors, but I kind of do as well. So let's scroll down. I know that I have some stuff. So there's one. It's enhanced hungry good hot capacitor. Not entirely sure. There is a method to like what the things say. But whether or not it's good for this one is a different story. So there is 4 vibrant alloys. Let's get a bunch of vibrant nuggets. And that will give us 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So there is the 4 of those. And then we're also going to need, for the enhanced machine chassis, we're going to need enhanced dye blend. So we're going to need nether quartz dust, organic black dye. So quartz dust. 4 more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then grains of pieziality. So this is the part that's going to be a little bit harder, but surprisingly not that bad. So grains of pieziality, we need a Sag Mill, pulsating crystals. 4 of them. Well, yeah, 4 of them. So that is iron around, or a diamond around pulsating iron. So we need pulsating iron, which we should have. And we need 4 of these. So let's go ahead and get all of those taken care of. And there we go. So do we have any other capacitors lying around? I don't think we do, but I know where to find some. Most of the times capacitors are, or at least those types of capacitors, are found in, well, they're found in dungeons and stuff like that. So we can also, if I can not spell chicken and instead start typing capacitor, we could also make, if I could actually type capacitor, there's an capacitor, whatever. Good enough. So gold, we can make basic capacitors. We could also make double layer capacitors. So let's make 2 of these. Let's go ahead and make a double layer capacitor. We just need some coal dust. Coal dust is a very common ingredient with a lot of this stuff. And then we will place the Sag Mill down. And there's some cool things we can do with that, but I'm not too worried about it right now. So we'll just go ahead and put a double layer capacitor. So the ones that are the random ones that you get from, so like this, that you get from dungeons and chests like that, they are sometimes kind of weird. They're sometimes really, really good. It just depends on luck. They're random. So we should be able to make in-steel bars because that's a thing now. There is the nether quartz dust, which will get us the dye that we need. And then we just need to wait for a little bit more stuff. We can actually go ahead and pick this guy back up. And you know what? It might be easier just to make, let's see, coal, 2, 3, 4. So 3, I think, is what we'll need. Let's put this guy back down. Let's take the capacitor out and pulverize some coal. And we're gonna need capacitors. So let's put this one back in and let's teach the system how to make capacitors. So it's pretty straightforward. And then octadic is vibrant alloys, glowstone, and 2 double layers. So nothing terrible there. But we are going to need to have the glowstone made into blocks. And I should probably do something about that. Let's go ahead and tell the system how to do that, just so it can if need be. And I need to click on the right things. Okay, so if I grab the coal, sulfur is less important, but if I grab the coal, I should be able to put this stuff in there. We're gonna need 2 of those. And we should be able to make 2 octadic capacitors. We're missing vibrant alloy. Of course we are. It's in here. And I think that the time it took me to do all that, the machine's done. So go ahead and make those. That should take next to no time. It's simple crafts. So there's 1, there's the second. All right, and yeah, that's faster. Okay, so we'll take those, break that, and we should be able to make the in-steel chassis, or rather 2 of them. Does this have any other uses? Nope, not at all. And then we're going to need the alloy smelter. Combine those. Nice and fast. And now we should be able to do that. And then we need the in-steel. That's why I had extra. So there is the enhanced alloy and the enhanced Sag Mill. Cool. So we should be able to put those, and this is going to be where the issue is. We can put those there, but they are a little bit taller. Not sure why they have to be, but they are. And we're going to need one more conduit. So some things that we can do. And this is stuff that we're going to probably not worry about too much right now. One, just so it looks nicer, we're going to turn that off. And that off. Cool. So this Sag Mill has a slot that we can do stuff with. We can put in various grinding balls that basically they give you more stuff. So there is a bunch of them for basically every tier of metal. So electrical steel, main output is 120, bonus output is 165, power usage down 80% is 80%. Energetic alloy, on the other hand, gives you a higher chance of main output, but uses a little bit more power. And so you kind of get the sense, I believe there's even EnderIO and Lumium and Signalum. Cool. So some of them are better, some of them are not as good. That's something that we can get into. They're all made the same way. Just 5 ingots in a cross shape gives you 24. Used to be like 5. But yeah, so you can put a lot of things in there. And which one's the best? I don't know. If you want to use less power, redstone alloy is probably better. But it probably will take longer. So I think one of the best ones is probably going to be the Vibrant. 175% to double outputs, and then 135 for bonus, versus the electrical steel will give you much higher chance for the bonus. But yeah, so usually either the Vibrant alloy or dark steel is usually pretty good. And I think the End steel is also going to be pretty good. It's more for bonus outputs versus the Vibrant alloy is a little bit kind of generic. But they are things we can do. So with that, let's check our trap. We have one raw rabbit and not much else. So what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and grab an item conduit. Let's grab a chest. And let's go ahead and put this down so that we can no, don't hold on. If you don't have is it sighted? It might be sighted. That's fine if it is. We just have to deal with that. Also, there's so many mob sounds. Maybe I should get a sound muffler in. Extract always active. I guess we could use. Nope. Let's see if, you know, I can fly. Let's see if we can put just like this and put that to insert. Does that? Okay. So the bottom is key. I'll fix that in a moment. And we can basically just set this up so that that just kind of continuously pulls out whatever things that it collects. And we could also put an input if we wanted to, but it's fine. So that is going to be it for today's episode. next time, I think what I want to start working on is one of two things. We're either going to start setting up a lot of refined storage crafting so that we can start working towards, so these are the two options. We're either going to start working towards environmental tech, and specifically, I want to get the, where is it? Is it the ore miner that we want? So one of the things we're going to need is all of these crystals. So yeah, we're going to want the ore miner. So that is one option. And everything that is involved in making those. So we'll have to set up a bunch of automation. We might also set up, because one thing that we typically need is black concrete. So something we might do for that is go ahead and make a concrete farm. They're actually not too bad with modded, as opposed to like vanilla concrete farms can be a little bit of a pain to make. We have access to block breakers, so it's pretty straightforward and simple. The other thing that we might do is start working with RF tools, and specifically, you know, maybe I should look at the recipe before I say anything. Where dialing device, matter booster. Oh man, it's on the next page. Programmer, processor, crafting station. Yes. So dimension builder, we can't do. Okay, that makes that simple. Okay. So eventually we're going to be getting into dimensions, and that's going to be how we get some of the seeds that we don't actually have access to yet. So for example, appetite. I think the only way we're going to be able to get that is through dimension hopping. So that's something we'll do at another time, apparently. So I think next time, what we're going to work on is getting a void ore miner set up. And something I just want to see, do we have access to old style ender chests? We do. Cool. These are really useful, and they're going to be really useful for dealing with ore miners, because we can't put them just anywhere. They have to be seeing, they actually have to be in line of sight of bedrock. So we're gonna dig down and find some bedrock for them to look at. But yeah, so that is going to be the plan. We're going to start working with more environmental tech, because once we start getting more ores, and specifically start getting some of these like erodium crystals, then we can start working on making better tier solar panels and structure frames too, and higher tier frames, and eventually, you know, having a ton of power that will then need to store. So there's a lot of things to kind of consider. This thing is just now starting to drop down, and it's probably because it's charging up the these guys. You are full of power. You are full of power. So yeah, it's just charging up everything, and it is also night. So we will have to upgrade our solar panels relatively soon. Not a big deal, but we also need to get more power storage and get more things in general. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.